I spent over $10,000 on this comic book. Crazy, right? Let me know in the comments if you think I'm crazy for spending over $10,000 on a comic book. Probably am. This is a massive grail that you're going to be seeing today. Also, you want to stick around to the end of the video, not only to see what's inside this box, but also to see another comic book that I have for my personal collection as a bonus. Let's talk about this comic book. So I am into really big first appearance keys, and I am a huge DC fan. So DC is the main competitor to Marvel Comics, if you're familiar with Marvel Comics. And I just think that DC has better superheroes in general. Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman. I mean, Spider-Man's really cool, but I just think that as far as big superheroes go, DC has Marvel beat. And because I collect big appearance, or big first appearance, big keys, and I'm a big DC fan, you're going to want to see what's inside of here. It's pretty going to be pretty awesome. So, I didn't do a good enough job cutting the tape. And where I got this book, for those of you who are unfamiliar, there's a great website called My Comic Shop, and they have lots of comic books for sale on their website. Sometimes they do auctions, but most of the time their books are like buy it now or best offer. And this book was actually that, buy it now or best offer. And we went back and forth for quite a while before my offer was accepted, but man, over $10,000. Nuts. Make sure in the comments to guess what you think this book is, because we're about to unbox this. Packing peanuts. So much love for the packing peanuts. My girls love them. We love making it rain. It's like Christmas. You know, it's like snow on Christmas. It's a box within a box. I bet you didn't have that in the comments, that you were betting it was a box within a box. We're going to have to unbox the unboxing. Get out of here, peanuts. Get out of here. I'm going to clear this up a little bit. Man, I am covered in packing peanuts. This is crazy. My girls are going to love it. My wife is going to hate it. But, you know, we got to do what we got to do, right? Got to keep this hobby alive. Man, how'd you get back there? All right. So, other box. Let's hope it's not like Inception, where it's box in a box in a box. But we won't know until we open it. All right. Well, it is not a box within a box within a box. So I think that's a winner there. Just kidding. It is. I didn't see it. It is actually a box within a box in a box. In a box, in a box, in a box, with a fox and socks and whatever else that the book talks about. I read that to my kids. That's how I know. All right, let's get this nonsense out of here. All right. And I actually don't know what book this is, because I have another comic, believe it or not. I bought another comic recently from My Comic Shop that was also over $10,000, and I ripped the labels off both of them, the shipping labels, and I legitimately forgot, didn't mark, and I don't know which is which. So you're seeing it live as I'm seeing it. And this is a big book. Let's put the Gemini mailer over there. Oh, nice. This is crazy. I can't believe I own this book. This is Detective Comics 58. The first appearance of the Penguin. Penguin, one of the biggest Batman villains in his rogues gallery. Obviously, classic portrayal by Danny DeVito in the Batman movie. Or the Batman Returns movie, right? Batman Returns? Yeah, Batman Returns. I can't believe I own this book. Whew. I love big Golden Age first appearance keys, and man, this is one of them. And this is actually a huge grade for this book. This is why this book is over $10,000. I actually spent $14,200 on this comic book. $14,200, and that's before taxes, fees, shipping, yada 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 yada, taxes, whatever. So all in, I was like 15,600 roughly. So this is not a book you see every day. This book is a 4.5 off-white to white, and that is just crazy bonkers. I mean, let's get close up on this comic. Yeah, the lighting, there we go. That's good. Man. And though Penguin doesn't appear on the cover, that's very common for Golden Age comics, for characters not to appear on the cover when their first appearances. That's not abnormal. So I wish the cover had the Penguin on it. For those of you who don't know, Detective Comics 67 has the first cover appearance of the Penguin. That's when he's riding the ostrich. A lot of people think it's goofy. I think it's actually pretty cool. But, you know, I just like first appearance or first cover appearances of characters. Big, big book. I love having Golden Age books, and my criteria for Golden Age books is I want at least a 4.0. A lot of people, that means that this book is going to be out of reach financially. As far as 4.0 goes, the reason I do that is because I really want a book that stands out amongst the crowd. I don't really want as they call it, a beater copy, or a copy that's really in rough condition, like a 0.5 or a 1.0 or 1.8. I mean, I'll take them when I can get them sometimes if I get a great deal on them. But I really want at least a 4.0, and off-white pages are better. That's just an arbitrary, requirement for me. So obviously, whatever copy that you have is a great copy, and you want to collect what you love. And if the 0.5 is what you can afford, go for it. This hobby, that's the great thing, is everyone can do what they want to do, and it's, to me, just awesome that there's books for everybody out there, every collector out there. But this copy recently sold in a 4.5 on Heritage Auctions for like $13,800. Why I paid more for this copy? Number one, the other copy was cream to off-white cream to off-white pages, so the page quality I was not interested in. And the other book was also in an old CGC label, so I like the look of the new label much better, and I didn't want to submit this for reholdering because, as any of you know, have watched my other videos, I am not a huge fan of CGC based on my experience with them and the scandals and everything, so I've actually quit CGC. They're my mortal enemy. No, not really, but they are my arch nemesis. That's why I call them Sleazy C. No, I just am not spending any more money with CGC, so I didn't want to spend money to get this resubmitted. So I'm looking for books that have the new CGC label. So, man, huge book. Am I crazy? Write in the comments. I mean, yeah, is this just crazy to buy this book? Is it crazy to spend almost $16,000 on a comic book? Let me know in the comments down below how much you've ever spent, the most you've spent on a comic book, and what your personal grail on your collection is, because I'd love to hear from you. So now, putting that aside, hard to do, hard to put that down. As a bonus, since we're looking at big villain first appearance keys, I wanted to show another big DC villain. This one, though, not $16,000, but still big villain in his own right. That's going to be Darkseid, or Darkseid, as some people like to call him. And for those of you who aren't familiar with Darkseid, he is basically the equivalent of Thanos for the DC universe. So Thanos is the big bad villain in the Marvel universe. Any of you who've seen the Avengers movies know that he's the main villain in the Avengers movies, and arguably the most powerful villain in the Marvel universe. Well, Darkseid is the most powerful villain, arguably, in the DC universe, the big baddie. And this is his first appearance in Forever People #1. And this is a 9.4 white pages. So actually, for a Bronze Age book, this is a nice grade. Close to mint. Well, 9.4 out of 10, pretty close. So good grade to have. And a lot of fun to see him, at least in DC movies. Let's hope that DC can get their act together now that James Gunn is at the helm, and maybe make him a focal point of the new franchise, or of the new DC universe. So Make sure to subscribe so that you can enter giveaways like the one I'm going to announce soon for the 1,000 subscriber giveaway. Check out this video for more cool unboxings, especially the other book that I bought for $10,000. You're not going to want to miss it.